What started as one of the biggest Roblox success stories slowly turned into one of the most controversial developer situations I've seen in a long time. This is the story of Jandel and how he went from being one of the most praised developer behind Grow Garden to someone a lot of players genuinely turned against. And the craziest part, it wasn't because of one massive scandal, it was layers. So let's break this down properly. When Grow Garden started blowing up in 2025, it felt unstoppable. The game originally started under BMW Lux, but once Jandel and his studio got involved, things scaled fast, like record-breaking fast. Millions of concurrent players, viral TikToks, huge YouTubers playing it. The game was everywhere, and naturally, Jandel became the face of it. He was the one hyping updates, teasing content, posting about player milestones, and celebrating record numbers. When people thought of Grow Garden, they thought of him. For a while, he was seen as the guy who helped turn the game into a Roblox empire. But when something grows fast, pressure grows with it. At first, everything he posted got praised, but as the months passed, players started expecting more, bigger updates, faster fixes, and perfect balancing, less grind, better trading system, and more transparency. And when updates didn't feel massive as the hype suggested, frustration started building. Then came monetization complaints, some premium features, some limited items, some systems that some players felt pushed spending. Whether that was just part of scaling a massive game or something else, the prescription changed. And once perception changes, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sick today. That's why my voice is like that. Anyways, it's hard to reverse. But here's when things really started shifting. Jandel slowly became less visible in Grow Garden's day-to-day activity. Other developers were handling more updates, other names were making announcements, and players started noticing he wasn't present as before. And around that time, he started focusing more on other projects. One of them was Plants vs. Brainrots. Now, technically, that game has its own origins, and development history, but Jandel became heavily associated with it. His name was attached, his studio was connected, he was promoting it. So the average player, it looked like he had moved on. And that's when the he abandoned Grow Garden narrative started spreading. Whether that's fully accurate or not, that's how many players felt. Then there was Brainrot Seas. And this one really didn't help his reputation. Brainrot Seas was another project tied to him, and almost immediately players started comparing it to Blox Fruits. A lot of people accused it of copying the formula. Some said it felt too similar, and others mocked it for its low player count. At one point, the player count was hovering only around 1,000 players, which compared to Grow Garden's massive numbers looked tiny, and the internet noticed. Instead of being seen as a developer expanding creatively, I don't know this anyways, some people framed it as he left a massive game to focus on project that flopped. And once the narrative speaks, it sticks. Grow Garden players who were already frustrated started saying things like, he only cares about chasing the next hit, he cashed out, he sold, he doesn't care about fixing the game anymore. On the other side, there were players defending him, saying, he's allowed to work on new project, he doesn't owe you his entire career, Grow Garden has a team. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When you become the face of a game that breaks records, you don't just get the credit, you get the blame as well. Every slow update, every balancing issue, every monetization complaint, and every rumor about ownership, every drop in player excitement, it all funnels towards you. And because Jandel's name was so publicly tied to Grow Garden when he started focusing on other things, it felt personal to some players, even if it wasn't meant that way. The Brainrot Seas comparison to Blox Fruit and added fuel to fire. Copy accusations spread fast on Roblox, and even if similarities aren't just genre-based, once people label something as a copy, it damages perception immediately. So the narrative wasn't just he left Grow Garden. It became he left Grow Garden for a copycat game that failed. That's harsh, but that's how some corners of the community framed it. And once enough people repeat something, it becomes part of the reputation. But here's what's important. There's no confirmed evidence of some dramatic villain arc, no proven scam, no official announcement saying he abandoned everything. What actually happened is more complicated. A developer attached to a record-breaking game that shifted focus. Communication slowed, expectations stayed high, new projects did not hit the same level. And online communities filled in the blanks with frustration. That combination is powerful, and on the internet, prescription often matters more than full context. So did Jandel really become the most hated developer? For some players, yes, but not because of the evil moments. It was the speed of his rise, the pressure of expectations, and the shift in visibility. The move towards new games like Plants vs. Brainrots, the backlash towards Brainrot Seas, the Bloxfruit's copy accusations, and the feeling, right or wrong, the Girl Garden wasn't his main focus anymore. That's what built the resentment. And when resentment builds quietly over time, it eventually turns into loud hate. That's the real story, not a villain arc, not a pressure arc. Yo guys, if you want more long form videos just like this one, just subscribe and like and comment down and let me know if you guys want like these type of videos. Bye.